Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm nature journaling. It is April 11th, and there's an April sun, but it's kind of cool and chilly and windy today. So I put on my vest and I took a little walk in the woods. Today I was quite fascinated with twigs. I noticed that there was a young beech tree that still had its leaves from last year. This is called marcescence, and it's very common with the young beech trees and some oak trees too. The leaves should fall off sometime this spring, but looking at twigs can be fun before the leaves come out. And you can start to learn how to identify what tree it is by the shape and color and size and even the scales that are on the bud. But first, newsflash. Now, I'm not an expert on mushrooms, and I don't even pretend to be one on YouTube. But neither am I afraid of them. I think if any mycologists took a good look at my nature journals, they just might be horrified. For example, look at this page. The umbrella of the mushroom looks like an umbrella. The mushroom is the fruiting body, and this one actually has bodies of fruit coming out of it. Underground, you see the mycelium running all around. And my mycelium is really running. An old man in the woods looks like an old man. And even the hen of the woods, which is not purple at all, but this one is in the shape of a chicken. While I was throwing my twigs into a stack, I found this one with this crusty growth on it. When I looked at it with this zoomie, it looked like little brown teeth. Now, remember, I'm not an expert, but this just may be the brown tooth crusty fungus. And there really is such a thing. I put it in my journal. I drew the little twig, and then I did a call out for my zoomie picture of the little brown teeth. And the brown tooth crust fungus, which may be Hydnoporia oliviaceae, maybe, is what I found. Anyway, it's a crusty fungus with brown teeth. Okay, let's get back to some more twigs. Now this is a beech tree. It has long, narrow, slender buds. I started a collection of pictures that I did of different twigs. Now these are done in colored pencil. This is a red oak in January, very knobby. This is a silver maple in January. And notice the maples have opposite. This is a red twig dogwood in January. This is a tulip poplar in January. Kind of gnarly. Big bud at the end. This one's got a little monkey face for a leaf scar, and I didn't write down what this one was. But I bet you it's some kind of hickory. I'll have to look that one up. Here's a box elder. Kind of pretty one. And this is a pussy willow. They have big buds with little hard scales. This is a star magnolia in January. And a lot of bud scales, to protect the buds, have either hairs on them or a wax-like covering. Look at this sassafras twig. Isn't that something? Such a pretty color, too. Well, this one's easy. This is a catawba, because it's still got the big bean on it. And here's a red maple. Again, maples are opposite. And a little sugar maple. And a curly willow. So this is a fun thing to do in winter before the leaves come out, is learn how to identify trees by just looking at the twig and the buds. Something else that I did on the page was also take some notes about the structure of a twig. The area where the buds come out, where the leaves are formed or the flowers, is called the node. N-O-D-E, that's the node. And the space between the buds is the internode. The bud at the end is the terminal bud. Oop, I left off an L there. Terminal, oops, terminal bud. Sometimes you'll see leaf scars. Now the leaf scars on this little beech are pretty hard to see, but this other twig that we were looking at, where is it now? This is where the leaves from last year were. These are quite big and noticeable. And then the little dots along the twig, those are the little pores where gases are exchanged between the air and the tree. Those are lenticels. I was playing with my Daniel Smith watercolor sample card today. This was given to me by a nature journaling friend. And I was trying out different colors. So I made a little chart down here of the colors I was using. There's enough on here to do a few pictures, and so what I'll do is I'll note them, and then if I find some colors that I use over and over again, then maybe I'll order those paints. Daniel Smith, kind of cool. You can buy these little sets of sample cards and see what you like. But there's just enough on that dot to paint in your journal to do a leaf or a tree or a flower.